can't be right. This says that local business leaders want us to be taxed more whenever we buy their stuff, and they say it's going to save us money. Here's what's going on. A local Chamber of Commerce chairman came to the Okaloosa County Board of County Commissioners and asked him, hey, put this half-cent sales tax on the ballot here next November. The half-cent sales tax literally adds half a cent to every dollar that is spent in tax. So if you spend $100, you pay an extra 50 cents in tax. Here's where it gets interesting though, if you own a house in Okaloosa County. All right, let me rummage around in here real quick. Oh, these will work. King noted that the tax raised $139 million on its own since 2018. Of that money, King says about $76.2 million was paid by tourists. The other roughly $60 million came from locals paying sales tax. With the money raised, something like $279 million was paid out in matching funds from the state and federal government, as well as other benefactors like Triumph Gulf Coast, aka the BP oil spill money. They've used the more than $400 million to build stuff like the Southwest Crestview bypass, dirt road paving, and first responder communications equipment. To raise that much money all by ourselves with just property tax, which is what we would have to do otherwise, every homeowner in Okaloosa County would pay about $300 a year more in property taxes. That's roughly a 25% increase. So now that we're done talking about all those numbers, let's talk a little bit about why they would want to have this election in November 2026 instead of November 2028. One reason that this sales tax might work out here in the midterms and why the people that are pushing it are proposing it is because the midterm electorate is probably a little more favorable to something like this than a general electorate when we're voting for president. The reality is that fewer people come out to vote in Florida during the midterm elections, and the people that do show up typically are a lot more informed about the issues.
I've done my homework.
The last half-cent sales tax referendum was held in 2018, which was a midterm year. Next year's also a midterm year, so they're hoping for similar results. Anyway, the commissioners will decide probably early next year whether or not to do this, and their role in this would be to put this on the ballot for November. You'd get the final decision. Found the last ones. From Midbay News, I'm Christopher Saul.